Hey guys, my name's Kieran from KIWIsmart. Welcome to this video explaining our trades and how this grid bot works compared to some technical analysis, and how the algorithm pairs up compared to a human executing manual trades. A little bit of information about the algorithm and our trades so far. It traded over $50 million out of Solana last month here. This is Sol and USDT. This took 500,000 trades. It was our #1 traded coin last month. Our next was Farm. We traded around $7.8 million out of here. GRT we traded $15 million, and Bond traded $34 million. You can see here, this is where the grid was active from, in this green area here, as well as on GRT, on Farm. See, here's where the grid was active, and on Sol you see these arrows of where these trades are executed. So this grid bot works using the Martingale strategy. The Martingale strategy basically meaning that if we open a position, let me just draw it out so that I can explain it better. If we open a position, say here at $5, and then it moves against us, because this is a long only grid strategy, so we're not capitalizing on short trades. If it moves against us, then the next buy order will be triggered and double our position to $10 if we opened at 5. And then if it moves against us again, it'll double our position again to $20, and so forth. It will continue to double the position. This is so that when we move back up, these then become sell orders, and we sell 20 after doubling our position to 20 and break even at the next trade. So because of this, that means that if we entered up here and we return to it, we can then sell at profit from our entry point, which is quite advantageous when looking at volatile markets and movements in especially consolidation areas such as this. As you can see, the amount of trades that were executed here were high in volume, and it was all able to be done using this Martingale strategy. As you can see from the Sol order book, our net profit on this current grid that's running is around $500, and we have positions open in Bond, Clay and Farm currently. So we are running in an automated system. This automated grid, the algorithm basically works by finding where technical factors would coincide with maybe where a human would find them, and then entering the grid from there. And so it's all about finding the correct entries and being able to correctly determine whether the volatility of the market will make us profit on the most amount of trades possible. So here, for example, in this consolidation phase, we had an impulsive move upwards, and then we started to get this sideways movement. So then the grid started around here. Let me just zoom in. You can see here we had this impulsive movement upwards, and then the grid will have started around here. As this sideways movement began, the grid will have been executing trades up and down, buying and selling in this large volume and sideways consolidation area, allowing us to capitalize on the most realized profit as possible, even if our unrealized profit and the profit of the market is not necessarily that big, or potentially when that profit could be moving against us, our realized profit can then offset it due to the volume of trades that are being executed. So then what happens is, once it moves 10% out of this range, so this will have been the last trade up here, the grid bot will close. This is so that if it were to move to the downside, our losses would be offset and they would be limited as much as possible. The downside is limited as well due to the Martingale strategy, because markets rarely move straight down. They'll move down in steps, and so because of that, we'll be able to collect realized profit on the way down if eventually it moves out of a 10% range and we lose some capital based on that. So that's some analysis for Sol there. If I take a look at something like GRT, this is at the top of a big move here. We've had a head and shoulders pattern form. So our grid bot spotted this and decided not to enter, because if it was to enter here, even though this is sideways movement, it can recognize that this pattern will potentially cause moves to the downside. So because of this downside movement from this pattern, it would not be advantageous to us to enter the grid bot here, because we are a long only strategy and can't profit from short trades. So the reason we've chosen these coins such as GRT, Bond, Farm and Sol is we wanted a mix of large market cap coins with enough volatility and low market cap coins. This is because all in all these coins will provide the most volatility in sideways markets, which allows the grid bot to execute as many trades as possible and really collects the realised profit, even if the market profit, the unrealised profit, is moving against us. So yeah, that's basically the outline of the grid bot and how our bot functions compared to technicals, and how it can coincide and recognise the best entries. So thanks for listening, and yeah, hope you enjoyed.